Pet Check is brought to you by Bosley's, a proud supporter of the Victoria Humane Society. Go to bosleys.com/givingback.
Welcome to another backyard edition of Pet Check, and we have puppies again today. These little cuties are 4 of 8, believe it or not, and they are called the Ditto Litter. Penny Stone's here from the Victoria Humane Society to tell us all about them, and the name Ditto Litter is because
they all look alike. So we have 8 puppies, 5 girls and 3 boys, and they all, there's a little bit of differences, but enough that it's pretty hard when you're just glancing at them to see who's who.
So they're just numbered Ditto 1, Ditto 2, Ditto 3.
The foster was getting confused. It's easier when we adopt them out that we just adopt them out as, you know, as boys or girls from the Ditto litter.
Right.
So they're really sweet. They look like they're Rottie crosses, but they're quite small.
Right, yeah, for 8 weeks, this is actually considered small for an 8-week Rottie cross, but that doesn't mean they're going to grow up to be small.
That doesn't mean anything, and I think that's something we need to talk about is people have been adopting a lot of our puppies, and they take a look at mom, they take a look at who we think is dad, and they're like, oh, they're going to be this size, and that's no guarantee. Something people really have to be aware of is a lot of times we don't ever see mom or dad.
No, and especially not dad.
Yeah, and most of the times we don't see dad, but even when we see dad, when someone says this is the dad of this litter,
we don't really know that for sure.
These are mostly outside dogs, so there could be a lot of dads in that litter. So it's important that people know, and even if you have parents of litters, like the mom and dad, we have them, they're both 40 pounds. We had one that had a litter of 10 puppies, and they all grew up at a year at the birthday party. They were all over 100 pounds.
Oh my goodness.
So you never know. They looked at these mom and dad and they thought they were getting...
And especially if you're somewhere in a rental or a condo where there is a weight limit for the animal.
And it's really important if people have weight limits that they know that we cannot promise, and it's not a good idea to adopt a puppy that
you don't know what it's going to be.
And that's the reality. And it's sad. And that's the difference between adopting a puppy and adopting a dog, like a full-grown dog.
Right.
You know exactly. We hear people say all the time, well, I want a puppy because I want it to be able to train it and do this and that with it. But if you get a grown-up dog, you have some of the training is done. Some, granted, isn't always done.
Right.
But the good thing about it is, you know their problems.
Exactly
they know exactly what you're getting. You know what size you're getting. You know they're usually 99% of the time house trained, which is huge.
That's a nice bonus.
Huge bonus. But people really need to be aware. It's probably the question we answer the most is, how big are they going to be? Can you just guess? We don't even like to guess.
No, with puppies, especially the ones you're getting where they are mixed and they're from usually animals that have been outside, you have no idea. It's not like it's a little chihuahua and you can guess within 2 pounds how big it's going to be.
We have no idea. And the other thing people need to know is sometimes we get them, they haven't got the proper nutrition in the early couple weeks. So then what happens is when we start feeding them well, they start to grow really fast. So they may be really small, and in a week they could be a third their size bigger.
They could be massive. So 100 pounds, maybe 70, maybe 60.
Maybe 40 if you're lucky.
You just know, because you have had it the other way where people wanted a big dog and then it turned out to be one of the smaller ones.
And people say, well, you know, we were looking for a large dog and it's only 40 pounds. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you.
No.
So that's the reality of rescue. You do a wonderful thing by rescuing dogs, but it is kind of...
Yeah, so be prepared for that. We cannot tell you how big these puppies are going to be. We can tell you adopting a puppy will be a whole lot of work. So be prepared for the work, the mess, and the training, as we talked about last week, and how important that training is to do. But if you are interested in these guys, you can go to our website, checknews.ca, and just click on the Pet Check page. There we'll put a link to the Victoria Humane Society with info about how you can adopt on that after the broadcast. Thanks for watching.